Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah, September. No.
For those guys, who do you think's the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather are reportedly set to fight in an exciting showdown. But Davis has also said he is ready to step into the ring with Ryan Garcia again, this time possibly at 140 pounds. This comes despite the controversy around Garcia reportedly testing positive for banned substances after his fight with Devin Haney. Davis still supports the idea of a rematch and is not backing away. Tank Davis' kind move to reach out to Ryan shows real class, and he does not care about any backlash from people who want to treat him like an outcast. He's not even at 145, why can't it be at 140? He'll fight him at 140, said Gervonta Davis to Cigar Talk about a rematch with Ryan Garcia. The rematch details might come down to weight, which could be a problem for Tank and Ryan. But if Tank shows flexibility by agreeing to a small increase in the purse so Ryan can weigh in at 143 or 145, there is still a path for this highly wanted fight to happen. Think about it this way, the money Tank would earn from a rematch with Ryan Garcia would be much higher than what he would make fighting Frank Martin or any other contender in the 135-pound division. At the end of last year's boxing season, Gervonta Davis scored a big victory over Ryan Garcia, landing a knockout blow to Garcia's right side in the 7th round. While Davis has been praised for his good sportsmanship during that fight, some have suggested his win came because of a smart use of a rehydration clause. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, Joe Rogan and Max Holloway credited Floyd Mayweather as the one behind putting rehydration clauses in certain fights.
God, that thing's fast.
Ryan at freaking Pereira.
But
Like,
how smart is Gervonta for making him go to 135 and then giving him a weight clause?
Continuing his critique, Davis turned his attention to Stevenson's offensive skills, saying they lack variety and new ideas. He claimed that Stevenson's attack patterns are easy to predict and repetitive, which makes it simple for opponents to see them coming and defend. Davis challenged viewers to go back and watch Stevenson's past fights, sure that they would find little proof of creative or changing offensive moves. Tank's honest take on Stevenson's abilities shows how confident he is heading into a possible matchup. Known for his bold personality and strong self-belief, Davis is not worried about the idea of fighting Stevenson. Instead, he seems ready to take advantage of what he sees as weak points in Stevenson's game, confident that he has the skills and plan needed to come out on top.
Weight clause.
Brother,
but you can't rehydrate more than 10 pounds.
Who's behind him? Who's behind him, brother? The Money Mayweather. That guy is smart, bro.
Yeah.
That guy is a businessman. These guys are businessmen. You know, like it is.
Same
what
thing
it is.
that Floyd did to Canelo.
Yeah, same exact thing.
Yeah.
And was more, you know what's more funny? Canelo them played into his game and said, no, you know what? We'll come down to this weight. He didn't ask. He was gonna give them the extra 5, but then with a weight clause, and they said, oh, you what? You want to come here? You can come here and a weight clause, bro. Those guys, he's a businessman, bro, and you got to respect.
Ryan Garcia has already called out Tank for a rematch in a recent post, but with one specific condition. Garcia tweeted, everyone wants to talk about the little stupid Tank. Let's fight, enough of that funny talk. Come see me at 144 pounds and let's stop the talk. He added in another message on his X account, if you beat Frank, let's fight. Another tweet read, I want throw my left hook. Even though a rematch between these two fighters sounds exciting, Davis is currently busy building on his feud with Floyd Mayweather. Once very close, Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather shared a bond that seemed unbreakable, but things changed completely 2 years ago when Tank cut ties with Mayweather's promotion, saying his career was being mishandled. Since then, their relationship has turned sour, showing up in many social media fights. Recently, the WBA lightweight champion went on his X account to announce Mayweather's reported arrest in Dubai. He tweeted, they got Floyd for real, tell him I will send him some money, let my family go. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia made his intentions clear, no rematch with Haney at 140 pounds, choosing instead to go for a win against Gervonta Davis. As Saul Canelo Alvarez checked into the MGM Grand Resort and Casino in Las Vegas last Saturday ahead of his fight with Jamie Munguia, he took a moment to share his thoughts on Garcia's next step. When asked about a possible rematch with Gervonta Davis, the super middleweight champion first praised King Ree for his great performance and predicted a bright future for him. He said, it would be good, I have full confidence that Garcia could come out as the winner. Even with all the talk about possible doping issues, Garcia reluctantly admitted that a rematch with Davis is unlikely. Speaking on the PBD podcast with Patrick Bet, David Garcia said the fight probably will not happen even though he really wants it. Davis, because of his size, has not moved up past super lightweight, making the rematch even harder to pull off. Looking ahead, Ryan Garcia's upcoming opponents include Isaac Cruz, Jaron Ennis, and interestingly Teofimo Lopez, who hinted he would step into the ring for the right price. He said, "We could do something in September or December. It does not have to be in my weight class. It could be a neutral weight, so we would not have any problem moving forward." On the other side, there is talk in the industry about a possible match between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. That fight would be huge, at least according to Stevenson himself. He says it would be the classic battle between skill and power with two undefeated champions. Even though Davis has dismissed Stevenson's boxing ability, calling him an easy opponent, Stevenson is not backing down and is sending a clear warning in return. In a blunt interview on Cigar Talk with Nagy, Gervonta did not hold back when talking about Shakur Stevenson. Davis, known for his direct style, openly criticized Stevenson's defensive skills and questioned whether his punching power is real. When asked if Stevenson would be his hardest fight yet, Davis quickly shut it down, saying Stevenson has no major achievements. Davis started by breaking down Stevenson's defense, saying he lacks the speed and skill to avoid punches well. He challenged anyone to show proof of Stevenson's slipping punches, suggesting those moves are nowhere in Stevenson's style. Davis also criticized Stevenson for moving away from opponents, saying it shows he does not have the confidence to fight up close.
Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me. His power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You don't think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no.
However, Shakur Stevenson fired back at those comments. With a perfect 210 record, he shifted to his online persona and hinted that Davis might be in for a shocking surprise if they ever meet in the ring. He wrote, "Overlooking me, he is going to be in for a rude awakening come fight night." Their back and forth insults on social media have become a common sight, and it is no secret in the boxing world that Stevenson wants to fight Davis. But the big question remains, will this expected showdown ever happen? Clues from the president of Top Rank offer a tempting hint. Boxing Scene asked Todd Duboff if he thought Tank and Stevenson were on a path to fight each other. "I hope so. I think it makes sense. It seems reasonable to me," he said quietly. Also, Bob Arum believes Stevenson can beat Davis. So what is the hold-up? Davis will make the final call. Davis is the pay-per-view star, so Stevenson said on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast that he could not make any offer to him. He said, "Who am I to make an offer to the biggest star in boxing? What could I possibly offer him? That would have to come from their side, from their team wanting to make it happen." Stevenson is set to make a big return to the ring on July 6th after his dull fight with Edwin de Los Santos, which won him the WBC title. In the middle of all this, Davis is getting ready to fight Frank Martin on June 15th. Fans are eager to see what happens next. But Stevenson has made his intentions very clear. Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis wrote a new chapter in his ongoing story with Floyd Mayweather. Tank added more heat to their feud by using social media to highlight Mayweather's legal problems in Dubai. Official confirmation from Mayweather's team is still pending, but reports from global media say Dubai authorities have taken the former world champion into custody on unknown allegations. Boxing Hall of Fame voter Rick Glazer later confirmed the news on his X account, saying, "Just got off the phone with my guy in Dubai. He told me that Floyd Mayweather is definitely being held by the government court system there because he owes a large amount of money in Dubai." When Mayweather did not share any updates, his supporters were quick to dismiss Tank's claims. But the fighter fired back right away, saying he has to pay those people that money back. "If I am lying, tell them to go live right now." Rick Glazer added they take debt very seriously there. "I was told the debt has nothing to do with boxing. Floyd is desperately trying to work things out, but so far no luck." So Gervonta "Tank" Davis is right that Floyd is being held there. Instead of letting the issue go, Davis then posted a screenshot from a website called Gossip of the City on his Instagram stories. In the image, you can read that Floyd is being held by government officials in Dubai and is trying to work something out with them so he can come home. True to form, Davis captioned the picture, "He tried to leave today. They said, nope, sit still before I mess you up." In another story, Tank shared a clip from the movie Above the Rim with a not-so-hidden message for the former champion: "You do not know the real man anymore. I am the one." In the flurry of social media activity with posts moving like leaves in the wind, Mayweather took a moment to respond to Davis. After the first posts from his former protege, Mayweather made a video and shared it across his digital platforms. It showed Tank showing off his dance moves. The former boxer captioned the video saying, "We always knew he had sugar in his tank," a hint about Davis' sexuality. The details of Mayweather's detention in Dubai will eventually come out as the rivalry between the two fighters keeps burning. But Tank has raised the tension with the undefeated boxer in a war of words. Threats of physical fights have been exchanged, and now an unexpected person has entered the picture. In the middle of their long-lasting conflict, Tank went as far as to threaten to put Floyd down for the count, making the already heated tension even worse. The latest twist in their ongoing rivalry saw the talkative UFC star Chael Sonnen offering a hand to rescue Floyd Mayweather from the Gulf nation. 2 years have passed since Gervonta Davis left Mayweather Promotions, saying his career was mishandled. Although the tension seemed to cool down, a recent video from Mayweather lit the fire again. In his subtle jabs, the undefeated fighter positioned himself as the example of hard work, hinting that other boxers ignore training in favor of looking good, which was very different from his own youth spent tirelessly improving his skills. Tank took this as a direct attack on his character and fired back with an emotional response. He posted his ex-trainer's rant on Instagram and voiced his opinion, calling the GOAT contender a hater and claiming that his stay in Dubai was not voluntary even though he was paid because of unmet promises. This led UFC commentator and Floyd Mayweather critic Chael Sonnen to jump in and ask jokingly, "How can I help?" This reply naturally fits perfectly with Sonnen's sharp commentary style, leaving fans with no expectation of Uncle Cha leading a Mission Impossible-style rescue for Floyd from his supposed lockup. The bad guy has aimed jabs at money regarding financial issues many times before. One of those times was in 2018 when Sonnen said Floyd is broke. You have to understand, the only thing more exaggerated than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth. He made a lot of money, but remember this: it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is not smart. Look, he is just not a very bright guy, and he is surrounded by even less bright guys. In the last days of December 2023, Sonnen once again aimed verbal shots at Mayweather for showing off his rich lifestyle. The famous boxer reportedly took over an entire mall after hours to go on a shopping spree, supposedly spending a huge $15 million on holiday gifts. Sonnen, however, dismissed the extravagant display as nothing more than pointless waste. But the situation could turn serious if Davis' claims are true this time. It is worth noting that Davis has repeatedly said Mayweather is not free to leave Dubai. However, aside from Davis and rapper 50 Cent, there is not much solid evidence to back up this claim. Interestingly, 50 Cent has even offered help to Mayweather during this controversy. During 50 Cent's backing of Mayweather for his fight against Conor McGregor in 2017, his support was undeniable. The rapper even traded words with the former UFC double champion, boasting that he could handle him in a street fight. But over time, cracks appeared in their friendship, reportedly because of Floyd's unpaid debts to the musician. But 50 Cent has now promised to chip in his own money if that is what it takes to get Mayweather out of his current situation. Responding to some of Gervonta Davis' social media posts about the issue, 50 Cent wrote, "Oh no, this is real. Gervonta would not say it like that if it was not official. Me and Champ are beefing, but he is my brother. I have some money if he needs it." Here is the most recent take on the situation from UFC analyst Chael Sonnen. He believes it could all be a big, if odd, misunderstanding. Sonnen said confidently on his YouTube channel, "I looked into it again, and it appears that Floyd is being held in Dubai." He claimed the current version of events about why he is being held makes no sense. He said Floyd held an event in Dubai. Floyd did not pay the athletes. In Dubai, they do not treat debt as something forgivable. The former UFC title challenger was also not convinced by that story because he said, "I do not remember Floyd putting on a show over there. I do not remember Floyd putting on an event." This led Sonnen to what he thinks actually happened. The UFC legend theorized that Mayweather's team, the Money Team, was paid by the Sports Authority of Dubai. Then they did what is called conversion, where you take the authority's money and turn it into your own. Sonnen raised the idea that the Money Team accidentally laundered the money because they did not know it was truly meant for an event. He added, "If Floyd did not do that, I would not want him to be held, and if the amount is $18 million that he was paid, that was supposed to go this way, but the Money Team converted that money. This is because money laundering has always been easiest to do through fighting." These statements, which cannot be checked right now because of certain unproven assumptions, are made for the first time by Sonnen. Even though there will probably be daily guesses and ideas about the 47-year-old's disappearance, one report rejects the idea that he cannot leave Dubai. Amid speculation about his whereabouts in Dubai, Floyd Mayweather reportedly showed up at Game 5 of the Clippers vs. Mavericks NBA playoff series, heading to Crypto.com Arena, a place he has visited often since retiring in 2017. The boxing icon reportedly gave $330,000 to 3 homeless people on the way to the game. TMZ Sports, interviewing one of the recipients who chose to stay anonymous, reported the act of kindness. Mayweather engaged with the community and was moved by their situation, so he made a quick decision to make their day better. Although some argue this suggests the reports of Mayweather being held were wrong, that conclusion is not certain. Mayweather's appearance at the game only shows he can move freely right now. It does not answer whether he was held against his will in Dubai earlier. Over the past week, Chael Sonnen surprisingly suggests the whole situation could come from a misunderstanding where the undefeated boxers team accidentally laundered the money meant for putting on a boxing event. Meanwhile, some rumors suggest there might be a possible matchup between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather. This news has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, creating excitement and speculation among fans and experts alike. In a recent interview, Davis talked about his mindset and goals, shedding light on what drives him in the sport. When asked about his attitude inside the ring, Davis said his aggressive style comes from a desire to expose any fake behavior or insincerity he sees in his opponents. Despite being relatively short, Davis oozes confidence and toughness, refusing to back down from any challenge that comes his way. His readiness to face opponents head-on shows a deep belief in his own skills and a strong commitment to proving he belongs among the sport's best fighters.
We have this notion in the UK of like a siege mentality, me against the world, us against the world. Do you thrive off that? Does that give you that extra edge?
Yeah, definitely.
Explain that to me. Why? Why that? Why can you not be the quote-unquote calm Gervonta Davis? You have to have that chip on your shoulder, that anger.
Maybe because I'm short. But, I mean, I was always the type of guy that if I feel as though you faking it, I want to be the...
Davis' eagerness to fight top opponents was clear when he talked about his future plans under a new 7-fight deal. When asked about possible challengers, Davis said he was ready to take on anyone, showing he has no fear and a strong drive to leave a lasting mark on the sport. From rising stars like Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia to well-known names like Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, Davis showed he is willing to step into high-risk fights with anyone who dares to get in the ring with him. But the most surprising moment came when Davis said he would also be willing to face none other than Floyd Mayweather himself. Talk about a possible fight between these two boxing giants has been everywhere, and Davis confirming a matchup in September or November only added more heat. Even though Mayweather is a boxing legend and Davis admits he would be a tough challenge, the idea of a showdown between mentor and student is thrilling for fans who want to see a battle between two different eras.
A new deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. You get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about on those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Devin Haney.
Yep.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence.
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah, September.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Glove Lard and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.